Hello, this is Kate, and this is your weekly tarot card reading. And today I'm really excited to use a new deck. This is a brand new deck of mine, and it's called the Mystic Tarot. And I actually believe this deck is out of print, so it's kind of hard to come by. I was lucky enough to get a used set, which actually turned out to be brand new. It was still in its original packaging, but I got it from a used online bookstore. Okay, so I'm just going to draw 3 cards here, and each card is going to represent a segment of the upcoming week. And I just want to get a little bit of insight into this week to see where the energies are headed, what opportunities are there for us, and if there's anything that we want to be more aware of. So I'm going to start with the first card, and this card represents Monday and Tuesday. Okay, nice. We've got Ace of Air, and this would be Ace of Swords in a Rider-Waite deck. So we've got Ace of Air, and this is all about getting clarity on an issue. It's about getting clarity on an issue and also taking some action. So kind of, I want to say, like seizing the bull by its horns and, you know, just going for something. So this is about gaining that, you know, a sense of clear thinking about an issue. So I think that this means that we'll either naturally come into this sense of clarity, or we'll have to do a little bit of soul searching and thinking to come to that place of clarity. But there's definitely a real sense of feeling very clear-headed as we step into this week. And this can mean knowing exactly what needs to be done and how you're going to do it, and feeling motivated and unhindered to just go ahead on whatever course of action you're taking and really get things done. And another thing that I'm getting with this card is, as you're moving along full steam ahead, you'll have that ability to really kind of cut through any crap that usually gets in your way. So any excuses that you make for yourself for not getting things done, and things that normally kind of stand in your way, worries or fears, you're going to have the ability to really kind of cut through this and see this for what it is. So being able to see, you know, the excuses that you make and seeing what gets in the way. Whereas, you know, normally you might have a hard time even realizing that you're standing in your own way and self-sabotaging yourself. But this week you will be totally aware. Okay, so as we move into the week, Wednesday and Thursday, we've got 8 of Air, which again would be 8 of Swords in a Rider-Waite deck. And I feel this card is about feeling divided on an issue. And just as I'm looking at it, half the birds are going one way, half the birds are going the other way. So you start the week off really good, things are going along really well, and then something happens that makes you perhaps doubt your own abilities or doubt yourself. And you know, a few things kind of get called into question, and I get the sense that it's all internal. This isn't an external situation or anything, it's all internal. So you might start to doubt your course of action or doubt what you're doing, but I have a feeling this is going to get resolved by the end of the week. I don't know what the next card is, so I can't say that for sure, but 8 of Air is all about understanding your own limitations and becoming aware of the ways that you self-sabotage. So just as I said at the beginning of the week, you have the ability to have real clarity on this issue, and as you move through the week, things are going to happen and things are going to come up where you really get to see, you know, how you self-sabotage. So you'll get to really I'm stumbling to find the right words. Situations occur in which you're able to actually really understand what's going on in terms of how you self-sabotage yourself. And this really is an opportunity to move past those things and overcome those. Because when you're unaware of the ways that you get in your own way, it's impossible to get past those things. But once you have a certain sense of awareness and clarity around, you know, what it is that you're doing, then you can be more aware of it, and you can actually figure out, okay, how am I going to overcome this? And that's where real change occurs. Okay, so the last card, which is the end of the week, so Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and we've got Earth Queen. And so as I said before, I had a feeling any kind of issues or doubts that we had were going to be resolved by the end of the week, and I think that that is definitely something that's going to happen with the Earth Queen. The Earth Queen is all about stepping into your own power, feeling really solid, feeling really grounded, feeling confident and quite sure of yourself. So any decisions that you make this week, by the end of the week, you're going to feel very confident, you're going to feel calm, and you're going to feel quite certain that you've made the right choices. So any doubts in your mind are going to be gone by the end of the week. And the Earth Queen, she's all about basically her power comes from her ability to ground herself. And when I say ground yourself, I mean she's not all in her head, she's not flighty with her emotions, she's very calm, she's in control, she's not repressing anything, so she's not repressing her thoughts or repressing her feelings, but she has the ability to really connect to the earth, and that ability to connect to the earth is what helps her transmute any turbulent emotions or turbulent thoughts that are going on. So in the middle of the week we have a little bit of turbulence here, and I think that this turbulence really has to do with our thoughts, because it's an air card, it's all about the mind. And so you could be kind of debating an issue in your mind, or even overanalyzing something a little bit, and by the end of the week you come into that ability to kind of send all your your worries and everything back into the earth. And this ability to kind of transmute these energies is really kind of the seat of your power this week. So that ability to calm yourself. And I think breathing techniques, things like meditation and writing out your thoughts, journaling, all those things can help you get to this place of feeling kind of calm and confident. And Earth Queen also has to do with health and money. And this is also, so if you're having any health concerns or anything like that, the Earth Queen is all about getting in tune with your body, getting in touch with your body, listening to its messages. And I also get a sense, just with the flowers that she's holding, I get a sense of some kind of knowledge around herbalism or something like that can be very helpful for you if you're having any issues like with insomnia or just not feeling at home in your body. And with money, the Queen of Earth is very confident, she has a lot of experience with money, and she's very practical. And so this could mean going back to being more practical, and especially in terms of finances, being more practical and going back to basics and getting rid of basically simplifying your finances. So if you have lots and lots of credit cards and lots of bills and lots of things that you're paying into, finding a way to simplify that. And it might mean paring down your spending and getting rid of things that you really don't use a lot, like if you have 2 cell phones or whatever, or a bunch of cable channels or whatever. But she's all about kind of simplifying things to make life more simple and stress-free. So she's a card of feeling stress-free. So I'm just going to take a quick step back here and look at all 3 of these cards. So there's definitely a lot of mental activity going on at the beginning of the week, but we do have clarity, and as we move forward to the end of the week, we have that wonderful card of grounding and feeling calm, feeling at peace, being confident, and just feeling at home within ourselves. And not just within our bodies, but also within our lives and the choices that we're making. Yeah, so I hope you found this reading helpful. My name is Kate, and thank you so much for watching.